Anansi had 6 sons, and each of his sons had a special talent. Anansi's first son, named Trouble-Seer, could see trouble from far away. The second son, named Road Builder, could build roads through anything. The third son, named River Drinker, could make rivers become dry with not a drop of water in them. The fourth son, named Animal Skinner, was very good at removing the skins from animals hunted for food. Fifth was Rock Thrower, who could throw rocks for great distances and with complete accuracy. Finally, there was Ground Pillow, who could lie on the ground and make it soft, soft. One day, Anansi left to travel far and wide. He was gone 1 week, then 2 weeks, then 3 weeks, until at last more than a month had gone by, and his sons grew worried. Trouble-Seer, Anansi's first son, looked far and wide. "Do you see him? Do you see him?" asked all his brothers. "Yes," said Trouble-Seer. "He fell into a river on the other side of the dark, dense, dangerous jungle." Upon hearing that, Road Builder, the second son, immediately built a road through the dark, dense, dangerous jungle, and the 6 brothers traveled along the road until they came to a wide, raging river. River Drinker, the third son, drank and drank and drank until the wide, raging river ran dry. There in the middle of the river lay a huge fish, and they could hear Anansi calling for help inside the fish. Animal Skinner, the fourth son, quickly cut the fish open and released Anansi. But a huge eagle was hovering overhead, watching and waiting, and as soon as Anansi went free, the eagle swooped down, grabbed Anansi with its sharp talons, and flew high into the air. When Rock Thrower, the fifth son, saw what the eagle had done, he grabbed a rock from the bottom of the dried-up river and threw it at the eagle, hitting the eagle with such perfect accuracy that it dropped Anansi, who plummeted towards earth from a great height. But Ground Pillow, the sixth and last son, lay directly under Anansi, making the ground soft, soft, so that when Anansi at last hit the ground, he was unhurt. So it was that the 6 brothers saved their father, Anansi the spider. Anansi wanted to reward his 6 sons, but what could he give them? The next day he went walking in the forest, and there he found a beautiful round object that glowed softly. This object was called Moon, and Anansi picked it up and brought it home. What a suitable reward to give to one of his sons for saving his life! But Anansi could not decide which son had done the most to save his life. He could not decide which son should receive Moon. Anansi called on Nyame, the sky god, to come down to earth and help him. Anansi gave Moon to Nyame, and told Nyame to give it to whichever of his 6 sons deserved it most. Anansi called his 6 sons. "See what I have found," said Anansi. His 6 sons looked at Moon, and each of them wanted to have Moon for his very own. Anansi said, "I will give this Moon to whichever of you did the most to save my life." Troubleseer said, "Nyame, you must give it to me, for if I had not seen my father, we could not have saved him." Road Builder said, "Nyame, you must give it to me, for if I had not built the road through the jungle, we could not have gotten to my father in time." River Drinker said, "Nyame, you must give it to me, for if I had not emptied the river, we could not have gotten to my father to save him." Animal Skinner said, "Nyame, you must give it to me, for if I had not cut open the big fish, my father would have remained within it." Rock Thrower said, "Nyame, you must give it to me, for if I had not thrown the rock at the eagle, it would have flown off with my father." Ground Pillow said, "Nyame, you must give it to me, for if I had not made the ground soft, my father would have died when he hit the ground." They argued and squabbled for days and days and days on end, until at last Nyame got sick of listening to them. Nyame went back up into his sky home, carrying bright, softly glowing Moon up into the sky with him. And there the Moon has remained to this day.